Hey guys, it's Scott from FXmissions.com. Just a note, I've finished the trilogy of Anthologies from the Forefront, and all 3 books are currently available on Amazon.
Take your leadership to the next level. It's time for the Foundational Missions Leadership Moment with Scott McClelland of FX Missions.
Hi, Scott McClelland here with your Leadership Moment. Thanks for listening. We want to take a break over the next couple of weeks from our normal standard programming, if you will, maybe to do a little bit more complete of an introduction from who is this Scott McClelland guy and why is he talking to us about leadership. I want to take just a few minutes because I think that it's important to know the people that you're listening to, and the fact that this is broadcast and sort of available to anyone makes me want to do this, and I'll probably do it from time to time. While we're making announcements, I also want to let you know we're going to have some great content coming up over the next quarter or so for you. Recently, we completed our Young Leaders or Emerging Leaders event in Central America. We were so fortunate to have a number of leaders kind of from around the world involved, and very excited about some leadership moment contents that we captured while on the road. And as an interesting extra, we've also captured quite a bit of video that we'll use to enhance the leadership moment. So we'll provide links for you on that and let you know how to get the leadership moment videos as those come available. Want to thank you again for listening to the Leadership Moment, and also ask you to do 2 things for us. Number 1, if you would, reach out on the iTunes platform or whatever platform it is that you listen on and give us a rating or review. Let us know, transparent is always best. Hidden love is of no value to anyone, right? Open rebuke is better than hidden love. I think that's right. I heard that somewhere. So let us know what it is that you think about the leadership moment and how we can serve you more or better. If you have any questions, feel free to send that along as well. And we appreciate the feedback. Number 2, let someone know, someone that you know who's interested in the subject of leadership, let them know about the leadership moment. Follow us on Twitter at Leaders Moment or on other social media platforms. You should be able to find us there as well. But thanks for doing those 2 things. Getting back to our subject for today, who is Scott McClelland? Scott McClelland speaking is a guy who's interested in leadership. I have been, partly through self-preservation, I guess. I've been in leadership, in church leadership, and ministry leadership, and missions leadership for a number of years, and also in business leadership. I've been studying it aggressively for more than 25 years, and I've been reading books and talking to people and interviewing people, lots of stuff like that. And so hopefully I'm amassing some, important and viable knowledge on this subject. One thing I want to make sure of is that I don't come at this leadership moment thing in terms of being an expert or something to that effect. Most of what I've learned from leadership, or at least much of what I've learned from leadership, has been on the basis of how I got it wrong. So I want to come at leadership and the study of it, not like an expert, but as a student, and also as someone who is always ready to learn. So I've made a goodly number of mistakes, if you can call it goodly, over the years, and I've bore the consequence for a lot of actions that I got wrong. So that is an initial scan on who is Scott McClelland and why is he doing this leadership moment. More on the next podcast on that, and a little more in detail about who I am and what I'm up to. One other announcement I'd like to make, as I mentioned earlier, we do our annual Emerging Leaders event in Central America, and we just finished our 7th one, where we train emerging leaders and hopefully help equip them for the responsibilities that are still ahead of them. One good news of note, as we were there, we've decided to export our little leadership event, and not just do it in Central America, but there's news coming up of another country we'll be doing that in. Hopefully we can get you briefed in on that in case you want to join us. We'd love for you to do so. In addition to that, we'll also be doing a leadership class, if you will, online in the next 6 months or so. So please keep your ear tuned. If you'd like to study leadership online with a group of like-minded students and collaborate with them and us on the subject of leadership so that we can all go deeper, be checking us out downrange, as we'll have some announcements that will be going out on that. Thanks for taking your time with me today, and many blessings to you in your pursuit of the leader, Jesus Christ. I'm Scott McClelland, and for all of us at the Leadership Moment, we look forward to catching up with you downrange. If you need to contact me or us, please do so at fxmissions.com. Until next time, have a good one.
This Leadership Moment was produced in partnership with Engaging Missions. Have your leadership question answered by contacting Scott at fxmissions.com. Visit FX Missions to learn more about how you can grow your leadership and engage in missions. Visit engagingmissions.com for encouragement, insight, and resources from missionaries, ministry leaders, and church planters.